No pain, no gain. Today on Fortitude through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Finally home after the second hurricane, so nice peaceful weekend in my nice dark, quiet space. No pain, no gain. Now, I've read the quote in here several times today, and the last part is lost on me. I'm not even sure what Epictetus is talking about. However, he does start off by saying difficulties show a person's character. And he says, so when a challenge confronts you, remember that God is matching you with a younger sparring partner, as would a physical trainer. What's interesting, though, is the Stoics always use metaphors from the Olympics, especially wrestling. Like us, they saw sports as entertainment and the pastime, as well as a training ground for the practice for challenges what we'll inevitably face in life. So, General Douglas MacArthur on the gymnasium at West Point said, "Upon the fields of friendly strife are sown the seeds that upon other fields and on other days will bear the fruits of victory." Upon the fields of friendly strife are sown the seeds that upon other fields, on other days, will bear the fruits of victory. Love this one. You hear it all the time. You train the way you intend to play the game. You know, perfect practice makes perfect play. All these things. You've heard it. If you played sports, you've heard all of those motivational jargon speeches. But it is true. And I talked about this in yesterday's or the episode before that. It kind of ties in. Everyone in life has found themselves outmatched by an opponent, frustrated by their skills or their attributes, their size. I talked about this in one of my stories when I was afraid of this kid I was wrestling. He was bigger than me because I wasn't cutting weight. I was wrestling up a class. I ended up pinning him in 4 seconds. And I was afraid of him because he just looked so big. He looked huge. And so I reflect on my life and I look at all the things that I've done, and every single one of them, it was hard. It was hard. Nothing has got easier. You just get stronger. You get wiser. You figure out how to get it done, no matter what it is. But the reality here, and you can look at all kinds of quotes, and I just for fun, I just throw in, hey, no pain, no gain. Give me examples, historical examples. Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Thomas Edison. Think about Thomas Edison. Let's go back, right? He's working late by candlelight, dark, because there's no light bulb yet. Failure after failure after failure after failure. Think about how that felt. And I'm going to say failure because that's the typical word used, but he saw each one of those as a lesson. It's only failure if you quit. So in his mind, yeah, I successfully found 900 and something ways where you couldn't make a light bulb. But I want you to get into this mindset. Think about, because you've told everyone what you're working on. Everyone sees you toiling away. People think you're crazy. They're making fun of you. If you have a woman in your life, she thinks you're a failure. You know that's going on. You can just if you've been married, you can just hear it, right? If you're ever a man who's tried to do something in this world and you've had a wife, you get it, right? So, Michael Jordan, and this is one of my favorite quotes of all time. I'm gonna share this one because I love this quote. When I did my original life plan back in 2006, wow, God, getting old, 2006, building champions. When I was leading up to that, I was building this whole, quotes, and I had to go through all these exercises. I was conditioning my mind. And I was never a basketball fan, but if you grew up in the 90s, you knew who Michael Jordan was. Everyone had to have his shoes. He was the guy. And what's interesting is his view of failure and setbacks. And most people know the story. He had to make his high school basketball team and, whatever. But as a professional, the professional that you saw, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. But I keep going because I know that if I failed, I would learn from it. That's how he looked at it. Pain is not always physical. It's emotional. Sometimes it's spiritual, certainly financial. And again, the thing that I've learned through this Stoic journey is that I know nothing, but what I currently know, and I will continue to test, but what I believe right now is through my experience of both observation and experience, it's very rare to find an amazing success story without the struggle story. I don't care if you take Warren Buffett, go back to when he was a kid peddling wares on the streets, just grinding, making deals. Nelson Mandela jailed for all those years. Amazing examples of people who persevered, and that's really what it is, and that's what fortitude is. It's the strength of mind to persevere. It's resilience. It's saying, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Got it. Yep, gonna be hard. Yep, got it. Gonna lose some people. Understood. But that's what the mission is. And it's not for everybody. It's really not. And what I've realized through all my years of coaching and consulting and in personal development, read all the books, been to all the seminars, met all the people. I believe that people can change. I do. However, it's very much like an automobile, right? You can enhance a base model to some extent, but it is what it is. If you start with a Pinto and you jazz that thing up, you're going to have a really awesome Pinto. And you might beat some Hondas. Pull up to a McLaren or a Lambo just right out the showroom, and it ain't gonna be fun. It ain't gonna be fun. Because here's the reality. We are not created equal. I'm gonna say that again. We are not created equal. Men, women, we're not equal. I can't do what a woman can do. She can't do what I can do. I cannot have a baby, right? Example. There are many men that can't move the kind of weight that I can. Even as a young guy, I was big frame, big strong guy. Talk about our mental capacity. Some people just have a higher intelligence. Some people have a faster cognitive ability. We are born with the equal opportunity, meaning the playing field is the playing field. The rules are the rules. You can step on the playing field and you can do what you're going to do, but everyone's on the same playing field. And that's what I'm talking about in life as a competition, because we are not created equal, right? So in all my years of coaching, all my years of consulting, I realized that you can only get so much out of people. So what I really look at is the best version of that person. It's always an individual contest. But to have any kind of growth, we're going to be outside the comfort zone. If we're outside the comfort zone, there is going to be pain. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows there's going to be pain in order to grow. So here's the question. How much are you willing to endure? Who are you willing to lose? How long are you willing to suffer? And I'll tell you, for me, it really comes down to how big my why is. I've got big dreams. I got big goals, big commitments. Now, as a Stoic, I accept my fate. If I die tomorrow, I've lived my life. I am completely at peace and content with what I've done in this world. But yet I still have a path to follow, and I still have a mission. But yet through this Stoic journey, I've accepted whatever happens. Okay? And part of that acceptance, and I talked about this in a previous episode, is I want love in my life. Now that I'm healing from some of these traumas, I'm really going deep on this stuff. I want love, and I realize that if I open up my heart and allow people to love me and do things for me, there is a possibility and probability that the universe will balance itself and I will find that equal and opposite pain somehow, some way. That is inevitable. I want the gain, so therefore I must want the pain. And on that, shower time.